Isaiah chapter 12 is a song of praise and thanksgiving, expressing joy and gratitude for God's salvation and the restoration He brings. The chapter begins with a declaration of faith, as the people of Israel proclaim their trust in God. They rejoice, acknowledging that God is their salvation and that they will not be afraid. The verse emphasizes the personal relationship between God and His people, affirming that He is their strength and song, and that they have become the recipients of His grace. The chapter continues with the people calling on others to join in their praise. They express how they will draw water from the wells of salvation with joy, symbolizing the abundance and life-giving nature of God's provision. This imagery points to the deep spiritual satisfaction and nourishment that comes from God's deliverance. The people are not only grateful for His physical provision but also for the spiritual renewal that His salvation brings. In the next part of the chapter, the people of Israel are invited to declare the greatness of God to the nations. They testify that God has done mighty things for them, and they proclaim His holiness and majesty to the world. This universal declaration of God's greatness emphasizes the global scope of His salvation and invites others to recognize His power and goodness. It also reflects the mission of Israel to be a light to the nations, sharing the glory of God's salvation with all peoples. The chapter concludes with a final affirmation of God's greatness and a call for continuous worship. The people of Israel acknowledge that they have experienced God's comfort and deliverance, and they express their unwavering trust in Him. The entire chapter is a celebration of God's faithfulness, salvation, and the joy that comes from knowing Him. Isaiah 12 serves as a fitting conclusion to the prophecies of judgment in earlier chapters, pointing to the ultimate hope and restoration found in God's redeeming love. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 12. And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise Thee, though Thou wast angry with me, Thine anger is turned away, and Thou comfortedst me. Behold, God is my salvation, I will trust, and not be afraid, for the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song, He also is become my salvation. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, Praise the Lord, call upon His name, declare His doings among the people, make mention that His name is exalted. Sing unto the Lord, for He hath done excellent things, this is known in all the earth. Cry out and shout, thou inhabitant of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in the midst of thee. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 12.